Kia ora. Well, we've got ourselves a motorcycle rally to go to here in New Zealand. It's the BMW Motorcycle Club rally. It's called the RAG. It's happening down in Reefton. If you want to know what the RAG means, it's rough as guts, which it might be this time because I've been looking at the weather forecast. Yeah, going to see a possible lot of rain, at least later on, and then perhaps showers during the whole weekend around Reefton. You know, we're up at Nelson at the moment. I'm just going to show you the route that I'll be taking. Okay, this is roughly the route we're going to be taking. You know, it's the New Zealand South Island here. We're up at Nelson. We look at a more better map. You know, Nelson's just up here. We're going to head down here. Going to go to St Arnaud, Nelson Lakes, and then we're going to go head towards Howard Junction, then onto the 6th highway, head towards Murchison. Then after that we're going to head down to Springs Junction, then head towards Reefton. You're not so sure what the Buller Road number 6 highway is like at the moment. They had some slips there because they had recently a lot of rain. In fact, there's been a lot of rain for the last couple of weeks. Right. As of March 2024, we're about 36,000 licensed motorcycles for a 12-month period in New Zealand. New Zealand is rated 35th for motorcycle ownership per 1,000 people in the world, just behind the UK, just ahead of Russia, which comes in 36th. BMW I got here is the 1977 model R100S. Cost me 83 New Zealand dollars for a 6-month warrant of fitness, or 47 euros. Motorcycle licensing fee for my motorcycle is $63.48 per year, or 36 euros. Modern motorcycle over 600cc costs currently about 522 New Zealand dollars, or about 290 euros. Lake Aotearoa is 82 metres deep and is surrounded by beech forest. closest distance between New Zealand and Australia is 1,500 kilometres. That's between the island state of Tasmania and the South Island. Yes, we're at Nelson Lakes or St Arnaud at the moment. We're to Howard Junction and then to Murchison. Hopefully, yeah, we'll see what the rain's going to be like. We had a little bit already. Lake Aotearoa. You can, on calmer days, you can see many eels in the lake. St Arnaud is a small community at the northern end of the lake. Mount Robert is the tallest mountain here at 1,421 metres high. The amount of unsealed roads in New Zealand is over 30,000 kilometres. 91 octane petrol is around about $2.56 New Zealand per litre, or €1.42. 95 octane is about $2.78 New Zealand, or €1.54. 98 octane petrol is around about $2.87. Well, €1.59. There are about 83,000 kilometres of local roads managed by local government in New Zealand. There are almost 11,000 kilometres of state highways in New Zealand, and about 2.2 billion New Zealand dollars is spent maintaining these roads. New Zealand currently has about 363 kilometres of motorways and expressways. New Zealand roads are rated 48th in the world for quality, as our roads are 1 behind Mexico and 2 behind India. Aotearoa, the New Zealand BMW Motorcycle Club, was established in 1975. There are approximately about 600 members. New Zealand has a population of around about 4.5 million. The official languages are English and Maori. We look at the old Nelson Railway. Went as far as Aotearoa. Yeah, they didn't quite complete the railway line. It's supposed to go from the bottom of New Zealand up to Nelson. Yep, the railway was supposed to go from Invercargill all the way up to Nelson, and there was a 42-mile gap here, which they never completed because some of the councillors in Nelson had a trucking business, so they ended up closing down the railway line through here. Zealanders are the opposite side of the world from Spain. Germany is over 18,000 kilometres away from New Zealand and nearly 19,000 kilometres away from England.
Now it's the Pike River there.
It is 75% of the size of Germany and bigger than the UK. BMW motorcycle sales made up 3.8% of motorcycles sold in New Zealand in 2024. Honda's made up 16%, Suzuki's made 13%, and Yamaha's made up 11% of sales sold. First people didn't arrive into New Zealand until 800 years ago. Well, we've come along here from St Arnaud to Howard Junction earlier, where the old railway stopped, more or less, to the Owen Junction where we are now, just down here. Then we'll continue on to Murchison. Haven't seen any rain yet, which we're pretty lucky. After filling up fuel at Murchison, we're going to head down to Springs Junction. Yeah. From 2001 to 2023, New Zealand lost 1.47 million hectares of tree cover, a 13% decrease in tree cover since 2000. In 2023, New Zealand lost about 7,500 hectares of natural forest. New Zealand has lost about 3/4 of its native forest since people arrived. The highest main road in New Zealand is the Crown Range Road between Queenstown and Wanaka. It reaches an altitude of 1,121 metres. The longest straight road in New Zealand is 13.7 kilometres long. That's a state highway. Well, it looks like we're going to be going into rain now. Slowly moving in. The Reefton gold rush in the 1860s helped establish its rich heritage. It was the first town to switch to electric street lighting in the southern hemisphere. It was named after quartz reefs found underground which contained an incredible amount of gold. The average temperature in Reefton is about 9 degrees, and in a year the rainfall is around about 2,830 millimetres. The driest month is February with an average of 164 millimetres. In October it's the wettest month in the year, and that's averages around about 306 millimetres. January is the hottest month with an average of 14 degrees. I reckon it's time to buy some new waterproof trousers. About 44 kilometres from Springs Junction to Reefton. So we don't have too far to go, but yeah, won't be doing much stopping because it's raining a reasonable amount. There's 44 kilometres from Springs Junction to Reefton. Now we've set up camp here in Reefton at the motor camp. $34 New Zealand for 2 nights camping. Luckily we're under this tree at the moment, it's a bit sheltered. Yeah. It's in the ovens of the tent in it. And most people will be staying in the cabins.
So this means that they'll go at no cost using anything, like, you know, so it doesn't even become a thing. You're literally in the shop. You can't do the shop because you're too little.
A little bit of yeah.
There's only four people in the road, right?
On that one, around the top.
There's a list and the details of the rides are up on the whiteboard. If you haven't put your name on the clipboards, please have a look at the rides. The details are there, and please put your details on the clipboard. Also, while you're doing that, take a note of the ride to have those details. The rides are starting, or kicking off, if we can all assemble here, out in the quadrangle out here, tomorrow morning at 8:45. And I think, actually, I said 7:45, but they said, oh, let's make it 8:45.
There's a cafe over there.
6:30. Yeah, 6:30. So 8:45 out here for a 9 o'clock departure. So, and it looks like, from what I can see, although I don't know the area that well, but it looks like the rides are going to be fantastic. So it's great. And I just also wanted to take the opportunity, and I want you all to put your hands together to the top of the South team that put the rally together. Reefton and Dale and Tony and all the others that have been involved in getting us all here today for the weekend. It's absolutely fantastic, and I just want us to let's put our hands together.
Camping at the Reefton motor camp was 17 New Zealand dollars per night, or about €9.50. Camped under the cedar trees for 2 nights. It's about 1,000 kilometres from Auckland to Reefton. Reefton has a population of over 900 people.
going to visit the powerhouse, which is all of a 3-minute drive.
2-minute drive.
Or maybe a 2-minute drive.
Yeah. 2-minute drive.
And then we'll head off over the Reefton Saddle, down the Grey Valley and up to Waiuta. And if people feel inclined, we might park up at Waiuta for a quarter of an hour if you've never been there, and have a wee wander around. There's a dunny up there. And then after Waiuta we'll come back out onto the main drag and head off down towards Grey Mountain, turn left this side of Grey Mountain. We'll head further in.
I'll just interrupt. I like the way you're doing the dunny. Good to know how long we have to hang on. So it's a bloody good thing.
Lots of bushes. Lots of bushes on the way too.
Yeah. It's not too far from the great bustling metropolis of Gloria Vale, but we turn off before we hit that lot, and we've got a few kilometres of gravel through to Inchbonny. Then there's a bit of tar seal, and then around the far side of Lake Brana.
If you want, eh?
No, there's a better interpretation panel and general big outlook just up the road a bit on the left. What was that, Christian?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Waiuta is one of the West Coast's best known mining ghost towns. It produced over 750,000 ounces of gold. Gold was found there in 1905. left Crushinghamn and entered the Rahal saddle now. Bonnie Road runs the southern part of Lake Brona. We stopped at Kareen Bay on Lake Brona. Lake Brona is the largest lake in the west coast region, is 31 kilometres southeast of Greymouth. The Lake Brona is about 10 kilometres across and over 40 square kilometres. We had lunch at the Honey Cab just north of Kamara Junction. Pike River mine is a coal mine 46 kilometres northeast of Greymouth. It's the site of the Pike River mine disaster that occurred on the 19th of November 2010 that led to the deaths of 29 men whose remains have not yet been recovered. The mine was expected to be the second largest coal export mine in New Zealand. It was expected to earn New Zealand $170 million in export income annually. 3 explosions occurred in November after the initial explosion. a typical West Coast day. We have lots of rain for a number of days, and then it turns out to be a day like this. This is the Aotearoa River and the swing bridge. At the Aotearoa swing bridge there behind me. Let's go have a look at down this map here to show you where we're going at the moment. Alright, we've left Reefton where I was camped for a couple of nights. We're going to continue along the 7 here towards Springs Junction. Do a number of stops along here because I don't do it very often. So I'm 44 kilometres from Reefton to Springs Junction, and then we're going to head up towards Murchison and then Nelson. Hey. Well, we're just north of Springs Junction at the moment. We're taking in some of the beautiful New Zealand scenery. These are views over the Aotearoa River. The tallest mountain over there is Inverness Peak. Well, we got back from a BMW Motorcycle Club rally called the RAG, which stands for Rough as Guts, down Reefton. It went from the 1st of November to the 3rd of November on the west coast of New Zealand. We didn't have the best weather, but today, as you saw, beautiful day. Yeah, yesterday was a bit wet, so I'm going to start drying some gear out. Okay, Aotearoa.